people talk so much about Georgia Tech's offense. I guess what have you seen with their defense? I mean, that triple option gets so much attention amongst the fans and everything. What about Georgia Tech's defense?
Well, number one, they're one of the top defenses we've seen this year. One of the top defenses in the country. I think they're ranked 12th or 13th in the country, and very impressive. They're playing extremely hard. They've got some really good playmakers on that side of the ball. Their safeties are great tacklers in space, we've got our work cut out for us. They're very, very talented. They've got some up front guys that are very disruptive. Really, really good pass rushers off the edge. Again, these guys they hadn't played. They don't play a lot of snaps in a game. I think we've seen them. I think it's highest snap that they played in the 70s. But when they're out on the field, I mean, they're impressive. They're going to play hard. Coach Roof has done a very good job with them. This being his first year. Obviously came from Auburn. Or came from Penn State, and then prior to that, he was on the staff there at Auburn, and so he's familiar with defending the spread because he's had to go against it. They're playing hard. They've had a week off, and we've had a week off, and it's going to come back, to getting out and just execute, doing what we do.
You faced some good defensive ends this year, but 45 is he?
Mm-hmm.
Have you faced anybody with, I guess, the speed off the edge?
Well, I mean, he's a. We faced some guys very similar to him, but he's extremely quick. He's got a great up the field move and come back up underneath you. Does a really good job with that. 93 is another really good player. 99 is a great player up front. Linebackers 11, 32. I mean, those guys really stand out. 14 in the secondary. He'll play safety. He'll play corner. He plays nickel Sam. He's all over the field, and usually, he's very similar to number 20 from Florida State, as far as tackling in space and always being around the ball. Joyner, and so again, those guys are, they're doing a good job putting these guys in positions to make plays, and they're making plays in space. But again, they've done a good job. They're one of the top defenses that we've seen this year. One of the top defenses in the country. But again, like I say every week, and it doesn't change this week. It's about us. It's about us executing and doing what we do, and getting better and building off of what we've done the last 2 ball games, and playing with some type of consistency that we've seen over the last 2 weeks.
The running back situation with Zach getting banged up, CJ getting hurt the other week. How does that affect what you guys are dealing with Rod and DJ?
Well, I mean, it obviously affects a lot. I mean, Zach has worked out this past week and has been out there, and CJ is doubtful. But Hot Rod has been our go-to guy, and DJ's played sparingly, and Zach, and we hope to have Zach back full speed and ready to go Thursday night. So should be back ready to go.
You got a long look at a lot of backups at Virginia. Anybody make a case for more playing time in your eyes?
There was some good things by all the guys that we saw. I was very pleased with some of our young guys and how they executed. Yeah, I mean, there's some guys that they're going to get more playing time. I mean, how much more I don't know, but they did a good job. They came in and did what they were supposed to do, and so very pleased with those guys. So we've had some good competition in practice over the last couple weeks, and so we'll see. I think we'd like to have Isaiah Battle play more, and he's had a good 10 days of practice, so we'll build off of that and see how that goes Thursday night.
How do you feel about left guard and right tackle? Seem like those positions have just been shuffled back and forth.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's been that way all year long,
yeah.
And so, just the consistency there at that position hadn't it hadn't materialized like we, there hadn't been one definite guy stand in and say this is this is my position, and we've had to rotate guys in and out, and so I don't know if we've cleared that up by all means. I think there's going to be some guys. I think that some guys have earned the right to come in and play a little bit, but a little bit more. But yeah, it's been that way all year long. It hasn't changed.
You guys have played on Thursday nights before on the road. It's been a long time since they've had a Thursday night game here in Clemson. Have you sense maybe a little added excitement amongst your guys? Just I realize that every game is a game, but it is kind of neat. It's been 11 years.
Well, I think more so than anything, our guys are just ready to get back into action and get back onto the field and get the month of November rolling again. And so, I'm excited to see these guys play. We've had a chance to kind of step back, step away from everything, and get some guys healthy that might have been kind of bunged up over the 6-week stretch that we were in. And so now that we got these guys back healthy and ready to roll for the final three games. And so there is some extra added excitement right now. Number one being a home game. There's only 2 of those left. And 2 being a Thursday night game, being primetime game. So, again, excited to see these guys play.
Are we any closer to possibly seeing Brandon Thomas slide over to right tackle?
No.
No.
Nope. Nope.
Norton Center, is he healthy?
Yeah, he has. He's worked out the last. He's been. I think he hurt his shoulder a little bit in the Virginia game, but that's been an ongoing injury throughout the course of the year. So I think he's kind of had a chance to get back, and it's just something that's going to continue to plague him. It's going to continue to bother him. And he'll work through it. He'll play through it. He's a tough kid, and he'll. If he gets it's banged up, he comes out a series or so and tries to get it back in place and get it taken care of, and he's back in there. So, but those are something we'll have to get taken care of at the end of the season. But everybody in the country is banged up at this point. I mean, we're not the only team that's got injuries, and that's by all means that's not an excuse. Everybody's that way at this point in time. It's a mental grind right now, and. What we like to talk about, only the strong survive, the month of November, and that's what this month is about. We like to think our guys are ready to go for this final 3 weeks, and it starts Thursday night in front of a great crowd, excited to see these guys back in action.
Look, you're finally getting consistency you want out of Taj after a couple of weeks. Seemed like he really hit his stride in Virginia.
Well, he played well. It was good to see over the last 2 ball games. You really kind of see him kind of, playing into that role that he knows he's capable of playing. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And again, just keeping the consistency. That's the biggest thing right now. And he knows there's 3 ball games left plus a bowl game, and now let's finish out strong. I mean, he's obviously had a great career here, and he's got a chance to even better that. And so. He's had some really good work days, work week, so let's see how he finishes up.
I was kind of interested in Cole getting 2 series and then Chad an entire quarter. Was that kind of the plan, just to get Chad some extended playing time against Virginia?
Yeah, coming into that, what we were trying to do. Taj plays 3 snaps in the third quarter. And so kind of the thought process was Cole was going to get the third quarter and Chad was going to get the fourth quarter. So that's kind of the way it worked out. I don't know how many series it all went. We actually wound up playing Nick and we played Donnie, so we had those other 2 guys getting reps as well. So yeah, that was the plan.
Just can you talk about how you thought Chad did?
Yeah, I thought Cole did a good job. He led us. I think the first series he was 3 and out. We missed a ball that we should have carried on, and picked up a first down. Kind of thinking back, and then he let us down, and we missed a field goal. That's what it was. We missed a field goal out of that. Then we come back, and Chad gets. He takes us down and he scores. And again, I thought again, those guys really complement each other. I thought they've done a good job. It's great to see Chad back, kind of getting out in the open field and making a few guys miss. And I think he had a 38-yard run or whatever, that 32-yard run. To see him, his confidence level, and it's only going to help him out. So I'm excited about those guys and being able to come in and play. Not a lot of teams have that luxury to get those guys in there to play, and it's definitely going to pay dividends as we continue to go.
How much have you seen, excuse me, Taj and Sammy grow with their on-the-field relationship and just kind of playing off of each other, like Taj and Luke were doing last year?
Yeah, it's good to see. That obviously there's a lot of trust, a lot of confidence in each other, and again, I think we've seen that really over the last few weeks. I know Sammy's had a great year, but over the last couple of weeks, you're really starting to see just the confidence level. Taj knowing where Sammy's at all times, and we want to continue to build on not just Sammy, but obviously Martavius and Mike Williams at our 9-man position, and to be able to develop that consistency and that trust there as well. So again, you're starting to see that. I thought that the drive right before half was as good a drive as we've had as far as how to execute a 2-minute offense, and Taj knowing and feeling comfortable and confident. That was good to see. He hit multiple receivers during that drive, being able to execute that and go down and score, I thought that was huge and did a lot for Taj and our receivers. They had great protection up front. Anybody?